What it do, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to do a little story time with me, but before I get into that, I really wanted to get into the fact that last video I didn't really get to really say like everything of what this channel would be about. But what I was hoping to do on this channel is to, like, you know, make it more like a vlog or, you know, gaming side of things. You know, I'm really into like games and stuff like that. So, you know, that's what I really wanted to do, if that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, move out the way. Bimo wants to say hi.
Yay, Bimo!
So this really takes place, I think, 7th or like 8th grade. It was my first time being in the state of Florida. I take that back. It was my first time going to school in Florida. And, you know, while I was here, you know, everything was pretty cool. You know, it was a different like lifestyle because, you know, prior to me, you know, moving here, I was living in Texas. And now while I was living in Texas, it's, you know, it was a different type of vibe, but, you know, something that I can get used to. People that I can like hang around for real. You know, everything was easy over there. I come here and it is significantly different. Now, it wasn't like horrible. I mean, obviously I had to get used to, you know, the different environment and, you know, being a new kid at the school. But, you know, I would say that I handled myself pretty well. I had, I think it was my English teacher. Yeah, it was my English teacher. She was pretty cool. You know, she was nothing crazy or nothing like that. Like, ever since I met her, everybody had like this like weird vibe when it came to her. She was like one of those people that that you're like, oh, you one of them. You one of those
Who was working that farm?
My family was.
Who was working the farm?
They were poor. Do you know how much a slave cost back then?
you one of those weird old people. And what I mean by that is, like, she was more so like, she had like hints of racism. And it wasn't like oh, she would say something and you're just like, wow, that was unnecessarily racist. Like that doesn't even pertain to like what we're talking about. It was more so like her actions were targeted towards a certain group of people, the minorities. You know, it's obviously the minorities. She tried to perceive herself as a nice lady, but she was just weird, like, all in all. Yeah, I had to fix my camera, it was acting weird. Anyway, yeah, she was like one of those like low-key like racist through her actions. And regardless of her, you know, trying to come off like she's a nice lady, she was just mad aggressive in certain topics, certain aspects, for no reason. Like, yeah, like she was like one of those people who would be like, okay guys, I'm gonna read this book, and I know that it may be offensive to some people, but since this is a literature class and I have to teach you everything about grammar and all that, unfortunately, I kinda have to say it. I kinda have to say the words that are in here. Like, she was one of those people, and it's just like, you can bleep yourself, but, you know, hey, we didn't say anything. We just kept it to ourselves. What I'm really trying to get at is that it's like Puerto Ricans. Like, it was just like two. We had like 2 Puerto Rican kids in the class, right? And it's like she argued with them, but took more action towards us darker toned. That's a crazy way to say it. But really, like, she like took more action when it came to us. And at the time, I didn't really see it. I didn't really see, because I was always the quiet kid. I never like talked to nobody for real. Now, one day, you know, we're coming back from lunch. We go to her class and we're chilling, right? And I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I was probably like up like the night prior, playing the game all night. So I'm sleepy. I ate some food. I've been staying up all day. Then it's just like it's time for me to crash. So I come in the classroom, and you know, she steps out the classroom for whatever reason, and I lay my head on the desk. I'm laying down. I go to sleep, you know. And out of nowhere, an administrator comes in the room. And you know, I wake up. I'm like, okay, what is the administrator doing here? I know I didn't do anything, so I'm not tripping. So the administrator comes in and she's like, you and you come with me. And I'm like, what did I do? I literally just came in here. So, you know, we take our bags, we go with her, and she was like, y'all have a seat right here. We'll be with you in 1 second. So we're sitting outside the office. It's me and this guy. We're gonna call him Jay. Me and Jay are sitting outside the classroom, and I'm talking to him. I'm like, yo, like, do you know what this is about? Like, did we do anything? And he's like, nah, like, I don't know what happened. Like, I've literally just been sitting in class all day. So, you know, we just wait for her to come back with whatever she has to say to us. So then she comes in, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna need you to empty your bags. And I'm like, what are you talking about? There's no time to discuss it. I'm gonna just need you to empty your bags. So I'm just like, all right, whatever. I took my book out, like and when I emptied it, like it was nothing but what, papers and binders and all that type of stuff, like papers that like weren't in the binders, and it was a mess. But we both emptied our bags out on the floor, and they found nothing. So we're talking to him, and I'm just like, okay, but like, what is the reason that we have to like empty our bags? And the administrator was like, oh, you know, your teacher, we're gonna call her Miss L. Miss L, she said that y'all smelt and lifted high. And I'm like, what? What? That doesn't even make any sense. For one, never in my life have I ever smoked. Two, wow, smell? What the fuck are you talking? Like, what are you talking? Like, literally, what are you talking about? She's like, oh, let me smell you guys. Sounds crazy, but it's like whatever. She smelled both of us, and we didn't smell like it. I think Miss L thought I looked at high because I went to sleep. And when I am like very like sleep deprived, and I fall asleep, and like when I wake up, like my eyes are like mad red. So I'm guessing she seen my eyes and was like, okay, he's been doing something. But Jay, on the other hand, he didn't look or smell like he had anything on him. And to my knowledge, he never done it in his life either. So I'm like, you just targeting us for no reason. So I'm just here. I'm over here just thinking. I'm just like, bro, there's no way. She not only assumed, she doubled down on it. She, instead of addressing, like, she could have addressed the matter. Like, literally, as a teacher, if you genuinely thought that I smelt and looked like I was smoking, you could have took the two of us and told us to get our bags and go outside. Now, I understand that she doesn't want to disrupt the class, and then, you know, we're not gonna learn anything for real. But administrators, bro, like, that's That's kind of a stretch, but I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's pretty crazy. There's legit there's no facts to prove that we were doing anything. So then they call up my parents. It really baffled me because like literally I didn't even give her like any like reasons to believe that I did those things. So, you know, they call up my parents and, you know, they talked to them on the phone and they was like, oh, you know, we'll see you when you get home. I'm cooked, bruh. Like, my parents are not strict. They're not gonna beat me or nothing, but it's just like, why would I want to have this conversation? Who would want to have this conversation with their parents, bro? So I'm just sitting there and it was like, all right, well, you know, they're not coming. They didn't say that they were gonna come and pick you up. They said they're gonna talk to you when you get home. So just go back to class and treat today like as usual. When me and Jay walk in that woman's classroom, I'm guessing she was expecting us to be like arrested or being took home by our parents or something like that. When we walk in there, she had like the most funkiest face I've ever seen. When I looked at her, it's very hard for me to even like describe what it looked like. It's like as soon as we open the door to walk in her classroom, she's like, you know, like rolled her eyes, looked away and everything. She was like, y'all two have a seat. Just sit over there. But she genuinely had the look of disgust on her face, like for no reason at all. And it was like, okay, now I know your body. Like before then, I thought it was just like because they were talking and they were back talking and all that to you. But now I know what you are. I know what you are. Luckily, you know, my parents are, you know, my parents. So when I get home, I was just like, I wasn't like too worried about it. But like as I'm riding on the bus, I'm just like, I don't know what their reaction is gonna be. So as a joke, they were just like, yo, you're over here smoking weed and stuff like that, you know, just some slight, you know, they, you know, just teasing me. But yeah, I'm over here explaining the situation, and like, man, I feel like my mom just like knew what type of teacher I was dealing with, because she was just like, she had that look on her face like, no, I know who you're talking about, because my mom's talked to Miss L before, and I'm guessing that she got those vibes too. Yeah, you know, that's gonna do it for today. I just wanted to give y'all a little insight on one of my old stories of me first moving to Florida. I do plan on filming another video sometime soon. I don't know what it should be yet though. I'm gonna you know, look up some stuff to see, you know, some ideas or whatever. I'm not sure what it should be. I'll probably do like, I don't know, I'll figure it out. Until then, I'll see y'all in the next one.
IQ